Hello Capricorn, and a very warm welcome to your 2019-2020 forecast. This is going to be a big year for you Capricorns, as is 2020. There's a huge build-up in the intensity of the energies. Many of you have been going through some deep soul searching, through some very challenging times, and at the same time, many of you are finding your power and your strength in new ways that maybe you thought you didn't have. One of the keys about this year and next year, 2020, is the fact that many of the outer planets are going to be in Earth signs, and you're an Earth sign. So one of the best tips I can give you is to do your very best to remain grounded, centered, still, amidst all the stuff that's likely to be flying about. And this isn't only just your personal life, this is also globally. We are going through a massive shift in consciousness. Our systems, our political systems, global health, education, all that is going through a huge shift, and 2020, 2021 are going to be, shall we say, even more transitional years. So for you Capricorns, many of you are going to be leading the way in this transition. And one of the ways you're going to be able to lead others and help others more profoundly is by finding that stillness inside of you and being like that tree, that big tree with its roots deeply embedded into the earth. Solid, stable. No matter what is going on around it, there can be insects and bees buzzing, there can be winds and hurricanes, that tree remains. That's your challenge. And if you can find ways to do that by going in nature, by finding ways to relax, by working with your breath, by going barefoot, although that might not be appropriate in certain climates, but whatever it is that connects you, looking after plants, cooking, gardening, doesn't matter what it is, but something that you can keep reminding yourself of will really be very, very helpful during these times of great transition and excitement. So I'm going to break the year down for you. Don't worry about remembering the dates, because at the end of this video, I've got a list of all your important dates. So just relax, sit back, and enjoy the information. The beginning of the year starts off with a bang on the 6th of January with a solar eclipse in your sign, joining Saturn and Pluto here. Now the year continues with an eclipse in your 7th house in July, another one in December, and then more eclipses in 2020. So what's greatly being activated for you Capricorns is you, yourself, your self-growth, your self-development, your identity, how you see yourself, how you want to present yourself, and your relationships. And I think there's going to more than likely be many changes happening in both those areas. Your relationships, you may find there's some emotional shifts there. Maybe you don't feel as close with somebody as you once did. Maybe you feel even closer. You'll be looking for soul connections. You'll be looking for more depth in your relationships than ever before. Not that you ever were an airy-fairy sign when it comes to relationships, but nonetheless, this is about going more deeply and finding somebody that you deeply resonate with on all levels, physical, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So things may come to light that you weren't aware of about yourself. Maybe like, wow, I wasn't aware that I was being so tough on myself. I wasn't aware that I'm such a perfectionist that it holds me back from actually taking action and doing something and not worrying if I make a mistake. So And these things may come up for healing, and you'll have an opportunity to renew yourself completely, to revitalize yourself, to become a new person. And this will improve your health and well-being on all possible levels. There may be some painful traumas to release in the process. Surrender to them and just let them go. On March the 7th, we've got Uranus coming into your 5th house, where it's going to stay until 2025. Now, Uranus in your 5th house, Capricorns, is an awakening to your creativity, your creative impulses. If ever there's a time to start a new business, to follow through with a new business idea, to become an entrepreneur, to grow an existing business, to move into a new field, these are the years. And it's particularly strong when a planet changes sign. So these next few months are particularly strong from March, let's say, until the end of 2019, for you to explore your creativity. This can also bring a new romance to you. Somebody wonderful coming into your life by surprise when you least expect it. It's good for entertainment, for culture, for music, for art, anything that is deeply nourishing to you, finding those hobbies, those things that you used to like to do, and then making them into a living, something that really can be productive for you. So this is potentially a very exciting aspect and can bring out your inner child, because all too often, dear Capricorns, you're very serious and you're very focused and you're always trying to do your best and be responsible. This is encouraging you just to be spontaneous and let out that child inside of you. As I mentioned, we've got these eclipses in July, activating relationships and some changes, July 2nd, July 16th, a lot happening there, with lunar eclipse in your sign, solar eclipse in the relationship house. So lots of opportunities for new beginnings and for releasing the old. And for much of the year until December 3rd, we've got Jupiter in your 12th house. Now, Jupiter in the 12th is often a very fortunate placement for it. What this means is that when things get maybe difficult, you can tune into that divine presence and you'll get help. Just ask for it, tune in. This is like a divine guiding star that's helping you. Tune into every day. Tune into it every day, and you'll just be magically guided to be in the right place at the right time, to have synchronicities, meeting people, finding the parking place, all those things. It's wonderful for connecting with channeling, mediumship, psychic, astrology, metaphysics, past lives, all of that. For learning about it, studying it, maybe even teaching it and sharing it with others. And then, wait for this, on December 3rd, Jupiter, planet of good fortune, moving into your sign, Capricorn, where it's going to stay for about a year. So this is a time of great expansion of self, of growth of your wisdom, of an opportunity to take a few more risks and to widen your horizons, your perspective, the people in your life, the things that you think are possible can be widened. You may find that you can create miracles and magic for yourself. So there you have it, that's your year ahead, Capricorns. You might want to have a personal reading about this year, and maybe into 2020, because since it's so significant for Capricorns. Also, I've got all kinds of new things. You might want to check out my website, yourastrologysigns.com. I've got astrological cards, posters with my paintings on. You might want to have an astrologically musical piece composed specially for you, according to your aspects. Might want to come on a live webinar with me. We can learn astrology together and delve into your chart. There's lots of new things, so I hope you'll check them out. And I really want to thank you for listening, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and I hope that you can feel the joy and the passion with which I put these videos together. And I just thank you very much for being with me. Bye for now.